Esperanza, how are you doing today?
Fine, fine,
Good.
teacher.
Good.
Thank
How
you.
was the weekend?
Good, very good.
Yes, did you rest?
Yes, a few, a few,
A
because
little.
a little, a little, a
Uh-huh,
little,
few is countable.
because I worked a little.
Okay, like little work, little rest.
Yes. And you,
Okay, a
teacher?
balance. I rested a lot. Yes, I try to organize my things. Yeah, so I try to also work a little as well. Sometimes you have to advance in things in those times, but yes, mostly I rested. Thank you for asking me. Okay, guys, welcome everyone. Hope you're having a very good day today. And that, of course, you had a nice weekend ahead. So today we are starting another unit, yes. And as I told you last class, let's say this next part, we are going to work not on the written part, but we are going to start working on the script, the part that you are going to prepare for making the presentation, the resume CV presentation. Okay. So, what is the idea? The idea is to think of and identify how, let's say, how we can organize and start, yes, like putting together all in all the different ideas about our experience, and so we can present video somehow for a job opportunity. Yeah, so the main intention of this activity, guys, is that you are absolutely able um, to what, to, let's say, introduce yourself in a very formal way, and that, of course, you have like the space, yes, to understand how this can be done professionally, and of course using your own information. Okay, so guys, taking into account that, I'm gonna start sharing with you the screen with the activities for today. So let me let me check. Okay, so we have two objectives for today. Sophia, can you help me read objective number one, please?
Good morning, teacher. Good morning, Highs. Number one, discuss how we can manage productivity at work.
Good. Remember, discuss.
Okay, teacher.
Discuss. And number two, Angela, can you help me with the second, please?
Use conditional structures.
Yes. So today it's like we are going to be talking about productivity. Yes, like this, maybe practices that you may have towards productivity in the workplace. And we are going to mix it with conditional structure so as to finally consolidate this topic. All right. Activity number one, we will start with a little discussion. Yes. And the idea is to start identifying a vocabulary. Okay. So, what's the idea, guys? There are four questions here related to productivity in the workplace, mainly the gastronomy and tourism area. And the idea is that you make use of the vocabulary that is here on the right in order to use it better and organize it in a better way. Yes. So as you can see, we have many different words mainly related to nouns. Yes. We have words like efficiency, workflow, time management, resource allocation, standard operating, again, standard operating procedures, and capacity management. So, guys, before going to the discussion, uh, Do you understand all the vocabulary that is here, or do you have a question about any of the words that are right here? You can ask me, no worries, so you can know how to use them. This is mainly related to productivity, but if you don't understand any word, please ask me. They are clear?
Teacher, the fourth resource
fourth.
allocation, please.
Okay, so resource allocation, it's mainly when it's necessary distribute and assign resources that might be human, financial, or physical to specific tasks or projects in your area. Yes. So it's like you learn how to organize. Sometimes it might be money, sometimes it might be people, sometimes it might be technological things. But let's say to distribute them correctly according to what you have and the needs of each area or each area's needs. Okay, that's resource allocation. Any other question, guys, about the words?
Yes, teacher. I
Yeah.
don't understand a workflow.
Workflow. Okay. So when we talk about with work or with sorry, when we talk about let's say to workflow, it's when we refer to the process from the moment we start, yes, doing something until the moment it finishes. Yes. So it's mainly like the sequence of processes that take starting and finishing a job. Yeah. So for example, when we are I'm going to give you an example in my area. Yes. I know that in my day-to-day work, I have to teach classes. That's the thing. However, my workflow comprehends the preparation, giving the class, taking notes, assessing students, maybe organizing information about each of them. Yes, that is my workflow. Like all the processes I have to go through in order to start and finish the job. Okay. Like
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
all right. Any other question, guys? No, so far it's clear. Okay, so there are going to be 4 questions you will discuss. Esperanza, help me read question number 1.
How can restaurants or hotels improve productivity without compromising customer experience?
Yes. So in this case, remember that hotels can also, because I know that some of you have processes about this, in relation to improving the productivity. And you know that sometimes it's necessary, especially when there are big spaces. And because these type of jobs require many processes within the workflow, no? So everything has to be. So you are going to tell your partner how that can be done. And Natalia, help me with the second question, please.
What role does technology play in change productivity in tourism and gastronomy?
Enhancing.
Enhancing? Okay.
Yes, enhancing, referring to like guaranteeing, sorry, like giving the space for something. Okay, so in this case, technology in productivity, and you know that is a big part in it. Paula, number 3, please.
Can sustainability and productive go hand in hand in these industries? Why or why not?
Yeah, remember, Paula, this word you pronounce it this. This is the same. This, yes. It's similar to the normal this, only that it's plural.
Teacher,
Okay.
¿Qué es sustainability?
Sustainability. Okay, ¿qué es or what is?
What is?
What is sustainability? It's the practice in which the processes or the lifestyle or the way in which you exist in the world in any context, working, studying, living, whatever, it doesn't pollute or contaminate too much the different areas of the world that might be contaminated or polluted. Okay,
teacher, thank
so
you.
yes, sustainability is mainly that the practices are transparent on one hand, and on the other hand, they don't harm greatly the environment.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you're going to talk about sustainability and productivity going hand in hand, because you know that productivity sometimes requires a lot of resources allocations and lots of processes that can be very polluting. Yeah. And Mariana, can you help me with the last question, please?
Sure. What are some common productivity challenges faced by chefs or our operators, and how can they be solved?
Good. So in this one, we're going to talk about the problems, the issues that exist when referring to productivity. And you know that most of the time it's a little bit difficult to go with this, especially because you have to deal and talk to other people, yes, and manage other people. So it's difficult to see it this way. Okay. So guys, take a screenshot. Please don't forget it so you don't forget about the questions. I'm gonna send you to breakout rooms. And is there any question you have before we go to breakout rooms? So let's go.
Hi, Carolina. Everything is okay, thank you. And you? Uh, Great. The first one, it says, how can restaurants or hotels improve productivity without compromising customer experience? Okay, I agree with you, and I think that it is very important to have good communication with the partners in the company, in the restaurant, or in the hostels. Because I think that if there is a good environment to work, is good also for the customers to have a good experience, because all the employers um, who help them or attend them will be great if the employers feels well in the company and work with all motivation to do a nice job. Okay. Yes, I agree with you, and also it's very important, as we were talking about the services. It's important both things, because in the platform or also in Google Maps is necessary to have a good feedback from the customers. So it's very important to have a good or well known in social media, in the different platforms, because it can help you to increase your your restaurant or your company, whatever. And it um, it can help you uh, to be more known. And also, if maybe you have bad comments or bad opinions, it also is very bad for your business, because all people read in the technology opinions, and have some bad comments. It could be the fail of your job. Yes, I agree with you. And for example, now in tourism, we are talking a lot about responsibility with the environment, and also we must um, save the sources for the future generations, because in the responsibility tourism, we are talking a lot about to preserve the different touristic activities, because many people went to different places and did the different activities, and um, they didn't care the environment, and now there are many consequences about that. So if we aren't pending about those problems, um, the different activities could be disappear in the future, or I don't know, maybe in 2 or 3 years ago. So we have to conserve the different um, opportunities to know and do tourism.
Hi, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna ask a person to tell me something about one of the questions. Then we continue with the case analysis. Okay. Um. So I'm gonna ask this question to Andres. That I haven't seen you in a while, and it's good to see you again, Andres. Andres, what role does technology play in enhancing productivity in tourism and gastronomy?
In my opinion, is the most important. The most important. And I'm sorry. What is the question?
The question is how,
Two?
what role does technology
Okay.
play in enhancing productivity in tourism and gastronomy?
Yes. Okay. In my opinion, the role most important is the the technology is the role most important actually in different industries.
Agree. Why?
Because if you don't have in our business technology, it's possible to lose your business.
Mhm.
Actually, I work in different projects, and the companies implement different solutions. The most important today is necessary to have a CRM. CRM is a tool when you manage the different steps when you manage your customers,
Okay.
when the first step and the final to give the services.
Oh.
The industries, hotels, gastronomy. When you the first mm, the company have the first contact with the company is uh, uh, a page. Today, the people implement
Okay.
in our business bots with artificial intelligence and manage the easy solutions when the people needed, I don't know, information about business is very quickly and reduce the waiting times in the line.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
mm, in the hotels, for example, the reservations. When you have a reservation very quickly, you have very fast. I don't know.
But when you have or when you do it, when you make the reservation.
When you do it,
Okay, when you make fast.
when you
Uh-huh.
make fast a
Uh-huh.
reservation, the principal first resolution with the contact of the company is
Uh-huh.
artificial intelligence agents
Okay.
intelligence and
All
reduce the
right,
time and manage KPIs. For example, first call resolution in a first contact is very
okay.
important because manage efficiency,
Uh-huh.
results, and improve your skills in our company.
I get it. I get it. I didn't know there's a lot. There's a lot. And obviously it's all about efficiency, no? Always if we want to think about productivity and efficiency has to go hand in hand with technology, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Andres. Okay, guys, I guess we had a nice overview of what this issue means, yes, and how it is tackled in many areas. And well, especially making more emphasizing more on these areas related to productivity, gastronomy and tourism, especially and mainly because we are dealing with customers now, with people, with requirements, with demands that many people have, right? So guys, now in order to continue, yes, in the previous one it was more like your cases, but now we are going to make more or to rely more on case analysis, yes. The idea of this is to analyze concrete situations in which productivity and efficiency are at stake, and identify what might be the situations or the issues that this may bring, yes, in these areas. So I'm gonna send you a link with 4 different situations, yes? Situations in tour environments and situations in gastronomy environments, yes? The main question that you are going to answer is how can this situation affect the productivity in the workplace? That is like the main question. However, guys, in order to analyze the case, you are going to answer these 3 questions, okay? Each person from their perspective, and then, well, obviously you will put it together to analyze. Question number 1 is, why do these situations commonly happen? Yes, here you can recycle the zero conditional. So for example, when the hotel or any or the kitchen staff it's not properly organized, this situation becomes more difficult as blah blah blah. You continue explaining. Okay, so like reason why the situation commonly happen. Number two, what will happen if the person that is in the situation described doesn't solve the issue? What might be the consequence for it? So you're going to say, I don't know, if the person doesn't solve the issue, the hotel will or the kitchen will, whatever you may want to say there. And question number three, it's more it's mostly thinking about the possible solution. And with this one, we will use second conditional. Yeah. The last question is, what would you do in that situation if you were in charge? Yes, if you were the person behind the kitchen or that tour or whatever, any situation you are analyzing, what would you do in order to solve it? Important, recycle the vocabulary that we saw on the first slide. And of course, as you can see in the questions, don't forget to recycle as well the conditionals. Okay, those would be the things to do. So guys, I'm gonna send you the link that you will share in breakout rooms. And guys, remember that if maybe any person from the breakout room can socialize, no, sorry, can share the screen or do something about the link or anything, don't forget, no, wait a minute. Don't forget that I mean, each person can open the link individually. And after that, you can start describing the situations. I mean, the idea is that you share the screen so both of you can see the situations. But if it's not possible somehow, any of you, for any of you, you can just discuss the situations. Okay. So I'm gonna recreate the rooms. And guys, that's the task. Is there any question you may have, guys, before we join breakout room? So remember, it's mainly this. And in the link that I sent you, you are going to find again the questions with the conditional forms. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna open the rooms then, and we will discuss these situations, these cases. So off we go. Wait a minute. Yes, you have the link. Yes. So I'm gonna stop share. Guys, wait. Before we go, I'm going to take the screenshot, okay? Before I forget. So 3, 2, 1, and whip it. Okay, good. All right. So guys, let me check. Let's go to the rooms. Yes.
Hello. I go to share my screen. Uh, you can repeat me, please. Okay. For the first question in the zero conditional, I think when in a restaurant not have enough ingredients, it is not possible to serve the customer well. In the first conditional, the structure is present simple ma- and future simple. if, if the person doesn't solve the and um, we lose we lose customers. And in this situation, I would organize um, the, the kitchen. Cero, primero, así que magnífica. What about you? I don't hear you. I don't hear you. Pues el micrófono se ve habilitado, pero no escucho nada. Ah, kitchen shall be for diver. No, es caótica. La comida. I, I am reading the chat. If I, no, la preparación, el horario. Si yo fuera no,
So. You're going to tell me a little bit about what you discussed back there. So, Natalia, tell me about one situation. Can you hear me now? Now, can you hear me, guys? Yes, good. Okay. So I was saying, Natalia, you are going to tell me about one of the situations that you discussed in the breakout rooms, and you are going to tell me how that situation can affect productivity in the workplace. Any situation.
Number one, the kitchen shows
Okay.
before dinner rush.
Uh-huh.
Question number one, why do these situations commonly happen?
Uh-huh. Yes.
I think when staff don't plan no. When staff don't plan
Plan.
spread time properly, the
Yes.
kitchen becomes disorganized.
Disorganized.
Disorganized, exactly. Exactly. The question number two.
Okay. Yes.
¿Cuál era? What will happen in the
Yes.
person doesn't solve the issues?
Yeah. Issue.
If the chef doesn't fix the resources expectation, the service will be delayed and customer will complain.
Okay. And customer will complain. Yes.
Complain.
That's correct. And that is super negative for your business, no? Or for the place you're working. And what would you do, Natalia, in that case, if you were in charge?
Charge?
Yes, if you were in charge, como a cargo. If you were in charge, what would you do?
If I were in charge, I would reorganize the workflow and assign a specific prep task to each cook before peak hours.
Okay, that's important. Yeah, so you have already planned what might happen. And I consider most of the things that I have heard are mainly about planning, no? Planning accordingly, like if you foresee what might happen, maybe your reaction's gonna be better, right? Okay, Natalia, great. You recycle the conditionals, that's good. Okay, guys, so we're going to do a little bit of kind of let's say short guided practice before the final speaking moment in which you are going to propose a solution. Yes, like a more feasible solution. However, the idea here is that you complement. Yes, this is going to be like a, how can we say it? Like a conclusion for everything we have discussed in class in relation to these situations that we might encounter. Yes, of course, recycling the zero first and second conditional. Yes. So how is the activity going to be done? Let's say it's pretty simple, yet you are going to have like a guided beginning on the question. Yeah, on the statements. So as you can see, there are 7, wait a minute, clicked, I clicked the wrong one. Wait a minute, I accidentally closed it. Okay, so the idea in this activity is that you take the condition that each situation has, and you complete the condition either with the consequence in the future using will or won't or might or may, well, as you remember. You complete maybe the general situation that always happen using the zero conditional and only present simple, or in the ones that start with past, yes, you do it with the second conditional, yes, because it's hypothetical, all right? So the idea is that you complement with second conditional only 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because these are the ones that start in past. The others, depending on what you want to say, you can use the the first conditional or the zero conditional, depending on the case. Yes, the idea is that you complement the statements with the rest of the condition that will be the result, and then you expand giving your own opinion. For example, I'm going to give you an example with the first. This one has simple present in the statement, so I can use first or zero conditional. I'm going to use zero conditional because I want to talk about the general situation that happens if this condition occurs. So if staff don't follow procedures, the workspace is going to be very disorganized and the workflow won't come up to a good ending. Or doesn't come up to a good ending, mainly because each member of the staff needs to follow a specific procedure in order for everything to work good. And let's say so efficiency is guaranteed. When this doesn't happen, the situation becomes a mess, and it's more likely that the company or the business or whatever is happening there, it's going to go bankruptcy, or maybe it's not going to succeed in the future. That's it. Yes. So as you can see, I completed the condition and then I expanded a little bit more. Okay. So guys, this is what you're going to do in breakout rooms. Don't forget to take the screenshot because you need to have the statements. And for this one, we are going to take 10 minutes to do as many as we can together in breakout rooms. It's not necessary to write. You complete with your own information, just speaking, not necessary to write or show something written. Okay. So guys, questions before we go. So don't forget, please, the screenshot so you can complement the situations. And I guess that would be it. So guys, I'm gonna send you to breakout rooms. Let me just change here for a moment. Yes. And let's complement with the conditionals. So let's go.
Hi, Carolina. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Tell me, I don't see. I don't understand. In Spanish, in a moment, please. Ah, mm, maybe. I don't know. The teacher is a complement the sentence, pero pues dijo que no tocaba escribir. Ah, no, pues si quieres. Es que ahorita ando como en mitad del almuerzo, entonces estoy como aquí. Yeah. Oh. No, 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 es que estoy como haciéndole el almuerzo a mi cuñado que se va, entonces estoy haciendo una carne, pero pues yo no aún no almuerzo. Ya, no, ya que se está la carne. No, no se va a quemar. Ahí está la profe y dónde está todo. I agree. The first sentence is a zero condition. I agree with you. Listo, ahora sí. Ah. The second sentence. Ahí back. Yeah. 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 Okay, yeah. Yes, I agree with you. In this, mm, in the second, I think the first conditional. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, I see the comment. Okay. I go to for sentence.
Así rotadito, lo pueden hacer. Ninguno se cansa y bueno, nomás totalidad.
Mm. I do the sixth sentence.
What is the better method for work in this situation? Because I don't know.
Okay, hi, Esperanza. I got you talking about it. What were you talking about, Esperanza? What was the statement that you were completing?
Teacher, when the excuse me, I don't remember the expression. Inventory turnover. Inventory. Turnover?
Yes, inventory turnover.
Because I don't have ideas about this topic.
No
But
idea.
I suppose, I imagine that
Yes.
if I were in this situation, okay,
Uh-huh.
I would ask to the expert in this topic for advertising para que me aconseje for
Ah,
advice. I don't remember.
yes, advice, pero, o sea, para que me aconseje a otra persona, ¿quieres decir?
Yes,
Yes.
an expert. I
For
hate an
another
expert.
person. Okay, for another, or, well, actually, we can use passive voice, to be advised. Como para
To
ser
be
aconsejado, to
advised.
be advised. Yes, because you
Wow.
are not saying a specific person does the action, but you are the one receiving the action somehow.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
I can I say if I were in this situation, I would ask to professional or expert to be advised for me.
Exactly.
Ah, okay.
Yes, 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 yes. Especially because you are not clear about it. Yes, and you don't
Yes,
have.
yes.
Yes, yes. This mainly happens when there is this situation in which inventory needs to be replaced or maybe renewed somehow. Yeah. So obviously, it's necessary to know how to do it. And yes, I would say that an expert advice would be better than just doing it off the top of your head. Yes, because most of the time maybe we just do it for what's the name of it? I
Eh,
forgot.
Inventory turnover.
Exactly, exactly. And we just do it by instinct, no? So that maybe it's not going to bring a good consequence. Okay. Um, okay, life, guys. So we're going to finish, yes, this let's say this general consolidation of topic, yes, by organizing, yes, the following plan. So let me show you. And we have talked, we have given our opinion, we have completed the statements, we have analyzed cases. This time, I want you to focus a little bit more on creating. Yes. So what are you going to create? You are going to create like an efficiency plan. Yes. A plan to be more efficient, more productive in your work area. Yes, especially thinking or referring to the idea in which, of course, you are connected to this type of situations, and but actually you are maybe going to be part of these issues, or you are going to no, you might be in the middle of these situations, and sometimes there are tips, there are ways of maybe organizing your life, but not all people know how. Yes, for some people it's super easy, and they are organized and they have, but for some people it's like they have no idea how to be more productive, and they just do things at their own pace. And even though it's not important to be productive the 100% of the time, there are areas in which that makes your life easier. Okay. So your efficiency plan has to have, let's say, 3 moments. Yes. And these are the 3 moments that you will organize along with your group in order to show how your plan might be successful. First, you talk about like the process. Yes. And here is where you are going to use the zero conditional. And in this part is where you are going to pose the problem that a person might have. Yes. And it's what happens if a person doesn't do anything about improving efficiency? What happens in a person's life if they decide to not improve that area, but like just go with the flow? This is like the presentation of your plan. Yes. Then we go with the results. What will be the main changes in the person's work life if they adapt that plan to their lives? Yes. What are going to be the things that will change if your plan is adapted let's say, successfully. And finally, we have the hypothetical situation. The hypothetical situation is, what would they achieve in 6 months if they started now in this moment? And how could their work life be in 1 year if they followed the full plan? Yes, the idea is that your plan contains actionable steps, yes, actionable situations in which you can really develop yourself, and that you can follow in any case, yes. So guys, as the idea is that you make it real, yes, that it's really part of your areas, yes, you are going to be divided in groups that are the same, or that I have seen that work in the same area. Yes, for example, groups that work mainly on tourism or are interested on tourism, and groups that are mainly interested maybe in or that nowadays work in the gastronomy area. This is so you can design a plan for the area. Yes, not in general, for the area. Yes, it's not the same to be productive only as a teacher than to be productive in a kitchen or as a tour guide. Yes, each requires a different level of productivity, and of course, those are different workflows. Okay. So guys, I know that some people are not really now developing themselves in one of those areas. So the groups that are not in the gastronomy or tourism area are free to choose whatever you want to create the plan for, okay? It could be in gastronomy, in tourism, or in general in productivity, okay? So guys, I'm finishing organizing the groups because so I can see people that are yes on the same field. Okay, so remember, your field is gastronomy. You design the plan, the productivity plan for gastronomy. If your field is tourism, you design the productivity plan for tourism. The idea is that when you finish, all people know the information because we are going to socialize that. But we are not going to socialize here in the main session. You are going to socialize with groups from other areas. Okay, so all the members of the group need to have the information about the thing. So that's it, guys. Questions before we go to breakout rooms? Okay, all right. Remember, actionable steps, tips that people can really do in order to increase productivity. So guys, that's it. I'm gonna send you to breakout rooms. Don't forget the organization. Don't forget to include vocabulary, of course. And that's pretty much it. Let's go to breakout rooms.
Hello, Carolina. Hello,
Hi,
Andres.
Angela. Hi, Carolina. Okay, what is the activity? I don't understand. No,
We
like,
need to do a plan or make a plan.
make a plan, okay.
Entonces,
Mhm.
Okay. So the principal activity is create the plan.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I work in technology.
Toma de mentira. No, entiendo.
But if the exercise is in gastronomy, do it.
Mm.
If you want to create a plan in gastronomy, no problem. Do it.
Okay.
No te vayas a tomar mi bebé.
Where is the base of the plan? For example, create a workflow. I don't know.
The plan is maybe solve problems.
Mhm. Okay.
Ahí.
What do you think, Carolina? Mhm. Okay. Mhm.
Carolina, Spanish? No, no, Carolina. You're going to make me
Capture.
cry. Yes, infraganti. You can. Try it, don't worry.
Hi. Hi.
Hygiene. Mhm. Good. Mhm. And you can say, Carolina, to familiarize more with the kitchen. Mhm. Okay, okay, okay. Carolina, be careful with that do you that you are using, because when you use do you are creating a question. And in that one, you are giving more the directions. Only you. Okay? I send you the correction. What do you think, guys?
if I were in this situation, if a person doesn't do anything about improving proficiency, maybe if I could offer maybe some course about that the person improve this skill, and maybe I would I would what did you say? Despedir.
Fire.
Fired?
Like fuego.
Uh-huh. And this person and find a person that offer me improve the proficiency.
Okay, guys, remember that you are designing a plan. Yes, this is something that a person can follow in order to improve productivity in their lives in the area of kitchen. Yes, so the idea is that you say the first what normally happens if a person doesn't do anything about improving proficiency. That's what Angela said. Yes, then the main changes in the person life, if they adapt your plan, yes, like actionable steps in what they would achieve. All right, the idea is that you come up with these results so you can present them to your partners. It will be tomorrow, not today, but tomorrow, but that you have the plan ready. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Alrighty.
Maybe use that idea that Carolina say us. That the person needs to take some course.
The teacher go.
Yes, I think that that is important that the Carolina said that the person takes some course about hygiene. What do you say? Manipulación de alimentos? How do you say? Food handling. Okay.
Okay.
And maybe give some extra times or extra, no sé, darle algo al empleado como para incentivarlo.
Edwards.
No hagas tareas. Quítate.
Ven, ve a la piscina. Mira, ve a la piscina que allá está Perla. Mira, ya está Perla jugando con tus pelotas. Okay. I think that is important that the Carolina say, and it's important to offer to
Good, 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 good. That
I
is more
finished my idea.
productive. And that is more productive because obviously if you get maybe foreigners, yes, sometimes that need a specification. Could be, could be. Okay, well, guys, if you maybe need some extra time to finish the plan, I'm gonna give you tomorrow 5 minutes like to conclude it in class. But the idea today is like just to analyze. It was to analyze in general what could be and create like a plan that could work in this area. Guys, class preparation for tomorrow. Connected to productivity, most of the time it's networking. Yes. So for tomorrow, we will be talking about networking. So I would like you to please prepare the vocabulary that I posted on Q10. These are some words that we use whenever we are dealing, or well, when we want to start networking or organize networking, whatever. So please prepare it on the link, on the what's the name, on the Excel link that you already know. Be ready with the vocabulary tomorrow because we are going to be working with this vocabulary for talking about the issue and the topic that comes. Okay. Any question, guys, before we finish? You may have. So, guys, see you tomorrow.
yes.
Have a
Thank you,
great
teacher.
and lovely day.
Thank you,
Teacher.
teacher.
My pleasure. Bye. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Angela, tell me. My
Teacher,
pleasure. Yes.
I need to pedirte un favor.
Ask a favor.
Ask a favor because I lost my information about the project the last week. Then I don't do it anything.
I didn't do.
I
Yes.
didn't do it.
But what do you mean that you lost your information?
I take picture. I take picture. The teacher se borró.
Was erased.
Was erased on my cell phone.
From your cell phone. But what specific picture do you need, Angela? I don't understand.
The stage.
The
to do
stages.
the video.
But are you talking about the video that I posted on Q10, the questions that you have to answer? But they are, if that's what you mean, they are on Q10. I don't understand very well.
I don't.
Let me share screen and we see.
I don't found it.
I didn't find it. Remember the past.
No, I didn't find it.
It is week 6. Yes, look, this one. You have to see assignment 6, week 6.
Okay.
And here it's the first video, the 2 questions, and the second video and the 2 questions. And you just have to click on the highlighted words. If this is what you mean, this is where it is. Is that what you meant or no?
Teacher in Spanish, excuse me. Yo entendí que tocaba hacer ya un video de la presentación.
No, todavía no. No, todavía no. O sea, sí lo van a hacer, pero no en este momento.
Ok.
O sea, hasta ahora van a explorar de qué se trata ese tipo de videos. Ya después sí lo van a tener que hacer, pero no, hasta ahora es como la exploración. Esta semana sí vamos a empezar con el script.
Ok. Thank you so much.
Okay, my pleasure. Alrighty. So guys, see you next class. Take care. Have a great one. Bye-bye. Have a nice one.
Bye bye.
Bye.